More hunting. I'm still quite a bit sick. That's why I didn't stream yesterday. And I honestly didn't think I was going to stream today, but I was in the mood for some hunting, and I thought to myself, if I'm going to be playing, I might as well be streaming. Plus, I don't want to get too far ahead without streaming it, you know. I've learned a lot about the game. I actually spent some time reading the codex and stuff. And I think I'm still quite a bit away from getting the gun I want. So right now I'm using mostly the 270. And I'd really, really want to get away from the soft point. But I don't think I can do it for the 270 yet. I need a higher rifle score. So I'm waiting to get those for the 270. I'm also looking to either upgrade probably to the 7mm. Maybe to the 338. 338's, according to this at least, better for big game where the 7mm is better ranged. I don't know how true that is. It looks like mostly the differences in accuracy and stuff. But gonna see. That's my aim right now. I think let's see, what is it? 1 in the morning in the game. I did play offline while sick, maybe for a little under an hour, I think. And not today, but yesterday. And I shot quite a bit. I think I don't remember. The 19th was yesterday. I got a whitetail, pretty good score on. I guess I played past midnight, so 20th I was a black-tailed deer. Quite a few rabbits. Moose, nothing major. At one point I was walking and it was dark like this, and I think a whole group of rabbits and I surprised each other at the same time, because I was walking and I was like, and then I turned to the right and there was like 7 rabbits standing up, and they didn't see me quite yet, and I was just noticing them, and I'm like, and I switched the gun and I just started. I think that's where 2 or 3 of the log records came from, with me killing rabbits. I just quickly fired, you know. I think within the first day of playing, I started to notice tracks. I mean, it's pretty obvious. It's not hard to learn. I started learning to notice tracks without having to actually go, you know, get the information on them. Oh, that looks like a deer. This looks like a bear, you know, or a rabbit. And I've also learned, I guess yesterday when I was playing, it finally clicked with me, like, what's a good area to shoot, you know, how to best take them down. You know, I knew always to aim for like the lungs hard area and stuff, but you know, the lungs are a little bit situated differently in some of these different animals, you know. It's going to be a lot harder to hit a lungs on a coyote than it would be on a moose, you know, for instance. But I'm starting to learn the difference while taking them out. And then one thing I still need to get better at is,
You know, I spotted some tracks earlier, close to where you're at right now.
he says this every
I'll
time
send
I
the
get in the game.
coordinates.
One thing I'm trying to improve on now is what's the best movement speed, considering what you're on top of. So some of them, like I think I'm starting to notice that like if it's grass, you can walk through it. Like you can't sprint anywhere without being noticed, of course, but you can walk through grass, and then bushes and stuff. You can kind of right now what I'm doing is crawling. You can kind of sprint crawl through bushes and not make noise, not go into red for the most part. But when you're in trees, like I was, you have to just crouch walk. So these are things I'm learning a little bit. Um, and I'm kind of wandering nowhere because I was busy talking, but I'll hit it. Let's see. I did do a couple easy missions already. An obvious place would be the lakes, just walking around the lakes. Yeah, I'll just head towards the lake. You know, the way I came from. Yeah, I'm going to keep rocking the 270 with soft point for now, even though I can be using the 243 with polymer bullets. I like the 270 better for my own use, and I know that they're each better at certain animal types, but that's one thing I haven't quite learned yet, which one's best for which animal. But I don't plan on carrying 10 different, guns with me, or 5. I don't even think you could without a backpack. So I think most likely what I'm going to do is pick one. Probably the 7mm, but maybe the 338. And I'm going to start using that with polymer. But before that, I'll probably unlock the polymer bullets for this 270. I don't know when. I've been using the rifles exclusively, and I still haven't got high enough rifle score. I feel like I've killed quite a bit. I'd probably do better if I just started fast traveling around to all the need spots at the right times constantly. But I like the exploration of the game. That's part of the reason why I just wander around. Of course, right now I'm wasting time because the call from the deer was probably way up there. Not a lot of skills and perks to unlock too. Ooh, now we got a bear too. Yeah, I'm only gonna play this maybe an hour or so tonight since I got on really late. Almost midnight my time. And I think tomorrow during the day I'll play a little bit of Tales of Vesperia and maybe some of this as well. Assuming that I keep feeling better and better. And not any sicker. Gotta say, these nature sounds are very realistic. Just running around under the moonlight and you hear all sorts of stuff, like, you hear an owl or something and suddenly you're looking around for it. I don't even know if it exists in the game. But now that I have a good knack on where to aim my shots, I'm eager to find some things and test that consistently, See if I really know my stuff. course, I'm not using my light, so I'm not seeing any tracks. I still don't have a solid answer on whether or not the light's noticed by animals. I mean, I would think so. This game takes a lot of that into account. But I haven't actually seen, even looked at the codex in the game. And the codex is very clear that you should have your light on at night if you plan on tracking anything. But it doesn't mention, but by the way, animals will be spooked by it. Not sure. The day-night cycles in this game are very long now. Okay, we're coming up on the lake. I know we're coming up on some animals. The last time I was hanging around one of these lakes, like everywhere I looked was something. Like I was getting warning calls from a bear on this side, a rabbit on that side, a coyote over there, and it was just like, while deer were roaming in the background, it was like Lion King. And it was nighttime. And outside of all the need time slots, so it was really just luck, I guess. Got a coyote. Call. They always yell at me and then dart away. Never see him either. Coyote's one knows that they're worth quite a bit because they're a lot harder to hit. A vital spot. Why, my animal's at? Of course, the wind's not with me at the moment. Should probably head off this way. It's a very calm night in the game. Not a whole lot going on. I think walking through this red grass, red ferns, red whatever they are, I can't do the crouch sprint. I need to start memorizing this. What about the long grass? I can still crouch sprint through long grass. Not so bad. Thing over here? despite this game being about killing animals and all, I still always liken it to like very calming things. Like in the game world, this is like Bob Ross painting, you know? Like we're just gonna follow this little happy trail into this beautiful landscape with the mountains and nature. Then you get your brush, and of course you gotta beat the devil out of it. He'd probably, Bob Ross, if he was hunting, he'd probably say that coyote's not warning us. He's just saying hello, you know? He just wants to be a friend. From afar, you know? He doesn't want to be too close to us, you know? He likes to give us our space. He put some positive spin on it, you know? Makes me think of Mr. Rogers. I always think to myself, like, probably the most damning thing Mr. Rogers could have ever said to anyone in his whole life is something like, "You're not being the best that you could be." I mean, don't deny if Mr. Rogers looked you in the eye and he said, "You're not being the best you could be." You'd feel pretty disappointed, wouldn't you? I don't know if I got him at all. You'd be like, "Man, I upset Mr. Rogers." Really, if Mr. Rogers looked me in the eye and said anything nowadays, I'd be pretty terrified because he's deceased and all. Ooh, just a flesh wound. But then look at this. High bleed rate. That's pretty good for just a flesh wound. And I had to shoot quick too because he was on the move. Look at that little thing, you can't even really see him. In the pelvis. To be fair, he wouldn't quit warning me. Everywhere I was traveling, he had to keep yelling at me. I think he kind of got what he deserved. .45 rifle score. A little bit closer to getting what I want. What is this? Yeah, I didn't see any over there. Why am I constantly having to win, screwing me up? Maybe I got turned around when I was hunting that coyote. So let's see, Mr. Rogers, Bob Ross. Those two are on the list of people you never want to hear anything bad about. Now, you know Bob Ross was a drill sergeant, military and all, so he may have killed, or at the very least, he was probably involved in violence at some point in his life. He just turned his life around, became a painter. But Mr. Rogers is untainted. Who else goes on the list you never want to hear anything bad about? I guess Tom Hanks. Of course, Keanu Reeves nowadays is the internet sweetheart. Probably The Rock would fall into that category of who we perceive to be so nice we don't want to suddenly hear that, you know, like, especially with all the allegations of all the sexual misconduct over the years. I feel like I missed him, but I did not. Come across a lot of rabbits. Second, did I pass up the rabbit? Did I really miss him? This is all... Huh. We'll find out. Not that much of a loss. I don't see any blood anywhere, so I don't think I hit him. I think I really... And I knew it when I pulled the trigger, too. I think I was a little too high on that one. It's other stuff. I think, maybe next time I stream the game, I'll try one of the other maps. I'd like to see some different animal types. Man, they hear from far away, don't they? I don't know if that's a blessing or a curse. Like sometimes in real life, you know, you have someone essentially next to you say something and you're like, huh? What? And you need them to repeat themselves, or at least I do. And you think to yourself, I could really use some better hearing, you know? But at the same time, so we got a deer and a moose in there. This is a whole carnival of animals in there. But at the same time, I had my ears cleaned out pretty recently too. And I noticed some sounds were sharper, like, you know, the sound when you shake a plastic bag, you know, or you jingle your keys. And it annoyed me, and I'm like, man, I do not like hearing this better than I used to. I'm not sure if it would be a blessing to have better hearing. I mean, can you imagine trying to sleep at night, but you can hear what the people in the house next door are talking about? Because your hearing is just that sensitive? Would you really want that? I mean, already, it doesn't seem to matter where you live in America. In your neighborhood, there's someone that's, like, revving the engine too loud or bonking their horn in the middle of the night when they shouldn't be. I can't imagine it being more pleasant if you could hear it happening in other neighborhoods as well. Yeah, I could track the moose. I'd rather just keep wandering around, though. I always think that when I come to, like, open areas like this, that I should see an animal off in the distance somewhere. But nope. I believe all this was handcrafted too. I don't think it's procedurally generated. Well, I know it's not procedurally generated on the fly, but each time you load, I know it's a set map, but I believe it wasn't procedurally generated when he designed it. I think it was actually crafted, which is nice. They did a good job. They did a really good job of obstructing your view all the time. Even high ground, you don't have too good of a view because of all the trees. So it's hard to see real far, you know? Maybe Savannah's different. I haven't played Savannah yet. I don't expect you'd have that same problem. You'd probably have hills. There may be grassy parts of the savannah and stuff. A lot of hills, though, I imagine. See what time it is. 2:43 in the morning? Yeah, time passes so slow in this game. A little bit of realism, I suppose. So let's see what need spots we got. Most of these were outside of it. That's why I didn't really see much. Well, there's the behind me black-tailed deer. I suppose that's their sleep zone. That's why. And whitetail jackrabbit. I suppose that's why we're getting so many warnings from that direction. Over here. Yeah, I guess I could turn around and go take out a deer, maybe. Never mind. Look at that. The direction of the... I mean, I can circle around it from far away, but the direction of it, the wind's blowing my scent right at them. I would have to come at it from this side and go all the way around. All my travel points are in the opposite direction. Feel like I'll just keep wandering instead. And there's a lot of spots I haven't come across yet and marked on my map. Look at all the happy little trees. Well, that's now, right? So shouldn't I have a bear around me? I need to shoot in the face? No, I need to take a picture of a bear. And I've taken a picture of a bear, but it didn't count for the quest, mission, whatever you want to call it. So I guess I wasn't close enough. I feel like I was pretty close. It was a pretty good shot. But the mission calls for 2 pictures, so I don't know if taking one more will auto-complete the quest and it'll be like, there's your 2, or if the other one I did just got discarded, like they don't even count it. Just don't know. Alright, where's our bear at? This doesn't say just now. They're probably nowhere around. Okay, good. They're at least somewhere in the area. You know, that's something. Crouching around with a rifle, crawling through dense forests, Just knowing there's a bear somewhere around you. I'd leave drop-ins just now too, I think. Oh, we got another neat spot. Going as slow and as steady as I can. I guess we're going to test out whether or not the light alerts the animals to your presence. If they're warning, come on, I am making no sound. There's no way you know I'm here. The wind, oh, there he is. Let me take a picture if I can. The wind's in my favor. Where'd he go? The wind's in my favor. I'm not making noise. And I know the bear couldn't see my light yet. And I saw him and then he vanished. Right there. Come on. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Does that work for the fucking quest? Hi. You better not charge me. We both know I got a really good shot. Flesh wound. I shot him in his heart. That's not a flesh wound. Very low bleed rate. I was right on him with a 270. And here I was bragging about knowing where to shoot things now. Oh, I've gotten so good at figuring out where to shoot. I'm dead certain I shot him in his heart. Yeah. I suspect he did just take a shit. Wait a minute, where'd he go from here? Up here? He's hauling it too. I'm surprised he didn't maul me. He didn't charge me. I think in real life they probably would. Well, what I know, I don't have a whole lot of bear experience. I just only know the bare necessities. Well, that was a really good picture. That should count towards that mission, at the very least. No, I know. You're still mad. You're warning me. If I could warn you back with a call, I would. Because I'm the one carrying the gun. We already know that I can use it. Although, to be fair, I apparently have no idea how to shoot you in the heart. That's crazy that I could be that close with a 270 though. Fire him, shoot him straight in the chest, and somehow get a flesh wound with a very low... Is that what it said? Very low bleed rate? That's crazy. Yeah, very low. This thing could very easily not die. And I'm chasing nothing. don't know if I believe that. Because there's more over here. That's when he turned back to warn growl me. And I probably should be crawling. Maybe he'll head back this way if I don't startle him further. Did he go that way? Even the same one? What happened to the blood? This was blood. He turned back to me. That has to be him over here. Normally I wouldn't leave the blood trail like this, but seeing as how... Oh, way over there is probably it. I was gonna say, seeing as how I don't see a blood trail anymore and I keep having warnings from this direction, I'm pretty sure this would be him. I'm not making any noise. I don't have my scent being sent to him. Hopefully that means I can sneak up on him. I think he's that way though. But I gotta see what's up with this trail over here. What is this? More droppings just now? No, very old. Really think... There's another... Is that a different bear or is that my first bear? I just don't know anymore what's going on. Guess we'll find out, won't we? Where was he when I shot him? Flesh wound. Man. I mean, I guess I guess I see the flaw in my logic. I have the soft tip bullets. All of this is the fault of the soft tip bullets. If I just had the polymer bullets, all of this would have been so much easier. There wouldn't be flesh wounds and stuff. Or very low bleed rates with such a close proximity shot. Now, if that is the same bear from earlier, that's 2 shots he's taken. He has to be dead soon. But realistically, I think it's a different bear. I think we lost the first one. I think that's the first time I think that's funny. Examine track. Railroad track. I think it's the first time I've seen a railroad track. Tempted to follow railroad track and see if it actually leads to anything significant. Oh, shut it, dear. Not in the mood. Probably wasting my time chasing this bear. Yep. Lost the trail, haven't I? That is crazy. And I've killed plenty of bears with the 270 before. But tonight, I can't seem to shoot a bear. I can't vitally injure a bear with this gun. But the previous nights I had no problem, really. Well, there's something right there, so maybe I did vitally injure a bear. We'll see if this has 2-shot wounds. If it does, it was the first bear we encountered. And we got him twice. That's possible. Yep. Easy. Yeah, that time I was going for the long, and it didn't penetrate because I have the soft point bullets. So that's the bullet's fault. Oh, I was really going for the hard, not the long. See? It's... Am I wrong? It looks like it's pretty much... It would have probably hit both lungs. But it didn't penetrate far enough. And then this one, I was aiming for the spine. And I got the scapula. See? Got the damn arm. I gotta remember not to aim at the arm. I thought it was gonna go through. Actually, if I had not soft point, it would have went through the scapula into the spine. So both my shots seem to be pretty good. Level up. Both my shots are pretty good. It's just I don't have the right bullets. But I still have a ways to go before I can unlock them. I guess that's where I should just be hunting a lot of smaller game. And I would, but the larger game is just so much more common. You know how many times I see deer or bear versus rabbits and coyotes and stuff? Like everywhere I go I see big game. I'm not going to waste that opportunity. Let's see, I got a new perk. It's ready speed after firing all weapons. I mean, I think that's probably a good one to go for. Eh. This would be nice to go for again, max that out. That should be pretty steady, huh? Yeah. Every time I play a game and I see this going on, I'm like, I'm not the most steady of people in real life, but I wouldn't be doing this unless maybe I was drunk. I mean, I guess it's a different story. Oh, yeah, I already killed one bear tonight. You wanna... Let me not penetrate deep enough. I'll show you. But, I suppose if I was a sniper and I had to hold the rifle for a long time. I mean, think of planking, you know, where you're just holding your own body weight up, and after a while you start shaking. Then, yeah, I can see my arm not being so steady. That's why they usually have gun mounts and stuff, and they go into prone position when they snipe. Well, besides, of course, to keep a low profile, it also helps to have the gun actually held by something other than just free arm, you know? I don't know if I really want to hunt in this direction because the wind's going to pick me up. I think I want to just move on. That bear can just kiss my ass. What else we got off in the distance? Anything? Guess I should be using my binoculars. Although my binoculars aren't much better than a scope, really. That's another thing I need to upgrade soonish. Both my binoculars and my sights. But I think my next aim is the bullets. I really want to upgrade my bullet. Then my rifle type. And then maybe the sights and binoculars. Did I see that shack yet? I'm thinking not, because that's basically the ocean or something. Let's go to that shack. And if I see anything between me and the shack, I'll shoot it in the face. Been a lot of good games come out lately. Looking at Bloodstained. It's made by the Castlevania people. They sort of disbanded from Castlevania when Konami decided they wanted to get out of game business. That looks like a really good game. I wasn't really into Castlevania, but I was into Metroid games like heavily, and Metrovania games are good. I think I would like Bloodstained a lot. I'll probably be playing that at some point. I think right now it's only on sale for 10% or so. It's brand new. It just came out a couple days ago. And on top of that, it's heavily saturated right now. A lot of people playing it. What's in here? That was creepy for a second. I'm like, what is moving? I really wish they let you swim. I've been streaming for almost an hour, and it has been nighttime the entire time. I'm also interested in getting back into Terraria. They're coming out with the, that must be the railroad track. Coming out with the 1.4 update soonish, I think, which is exciting. Not afraid of you. And I realize that the way I'm playing is not the way to play. I'm just meandering about and taking things out occasionally, when the right course of action would be to go to the need spots at the appropriate times and ambush animals and stuff like that. Actually plan out your kills, you know? I just love the relaxing exploration part of this. Even though it means the kills are a bit slower and my progress is a bit slower. I like to find creatures by stumbling upon them. Usually they end up dying because they warned me. Of course, I know they can smell me completely now, because if I ever hear animals or anything, it always happens to be in a direction that the wind's blowing. Oh well. I guess I'm not sneaking up on them. This is an odd issue right here. Floating grass. Not sure how I feel about that. I was complimenting their handcrafted map earlier. Then I see something like that, it breaks my immersion, man. I know you're not very happy with my presence. If it's still up here, it probably took off running already. Well, at least I see some actual tracks and stuff this time. Last few times I've come across warning calls and then head in the direction that they came from. I didn't even get any tracks. Well, whatever bird that is that makes that sound like a truck backing up, I don't like it. It is so annoying to hear that. The beep, 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 and I'm just like, let me shoot it. That. The first couple times I heard it, I actually thought there was a truck in my neighborhood backing up or something. I was like, man, this person does not know how to reverse correctly. Oh, I'm all up in their area. Should be right up in here. Yeah. I just want to shoot you. That's all. Is that really a lot to ask? And it might be another direction, but the other direction is not in my favor with the wind, so... Going, no, look at those. They're having a party down there. Bunch of bonnies. I would really rather get the deer if possible. Especially since we're in their need area at the right time. Let's see what this says. Very old. That is not encouraging. Anybody else? I wonder if I sit here long enough, will they go back to that spot? I know it probably created a bullet pressure area that scares away the animals. But at the same time, if you're not making noise and stuff, oftentimes they will return. We'll just wait here a moment and see. I'm interested to see if that's... Oops, sorry. If that's gonna happen. I don't have a a lure for jackrabbits yet. Nice, slowly. Be able to hear me or smell me. Maybe they can see this bright ass light though. But really, rabbits aren't that smart. Deer isn't too thrilled. Where you at? That's so. See, that thing was warning me, and I'm making no noise. I mean, I'm not going into red at all. And the wind's in my favor. There's no way something way over there should have been warning me. I think they're using cheat codes. That's what I think's happening. I think they're using cheat codes. And I won't stand for it. I kill cheaters. Oh wow. I had deer in headlights right there. See that right there? I should have probably shot it a second time. But that right there should have been a kill shot. Like, I mean an instant kill shot. That should have been spine shot right there. But it's just these soft point bullets. They just don't play nice with my intentions, you know? I bet you when we down it and we look at it. What is that? A rabbit? No, it's a deer. When we down it and we look at it, it's gonna show that the bullet went right at the spine, but didn't get far enough in. This is gonna say like flesh wound. I doubt it says vital. Especially such a small blood splatter. Flesh wound, yeah. So. Yeah, I know. It went all the way up here. It's gonna take a while to find it. It's so odd though. I mean, I spent 2 days playing this game using the same gun, the same bullets. And to be fair, I wasn't getting instant kills like I'm talking about, but they would be downed fairly quickly. I mean, usually if I spent a lot of time, I don't even know if I'm going the right one. I don't see any more blood. Yeah, I should have seen blood by now, shouldn't I? Well, shit. I thought he had ran off in that way somewhere. Hey, usually if I spent a lot of time following, it was actually because I stupidly got lost or something, you know? It's probably him over there. Means one of these is probably blood. No, I'm not seeing any blood. Well, shit. He's gonna be way ahead of me now. And where do you go after this blood spot? I think this is the only blood spot I've seen so far successfully. Because I headed up. Did I see any more over here? Actually, went this way. Up here, maybe? I think I went that way last time. No more blood, huh? That's so bizarre. Sometimes I honestly think that they get shot and they just slap on a band-aid and walk off like nothing happened. I should have definitely seen more blood by now. And of course I'm going way out of range. Yeah, we're gonna sprint around. I'm gonna find this blood real quick. I don't care. I don't think there's any more around here. I don't really care about the ones around here anyway. I just want to find the one I shot and that's it. Let's see you. Here's blood. Alright, now we can go back to trying to be quiet. Nonsense, I tell you. That thing bled and then didn't bleed for a while. Like he held it in. And then he suddenly started bleeding again. So very low, and he's got a very large head start on me now. But I want to see if I'm right. If it's a spine shot, but it just didn't go deep enough. There he is, right there, huh? Guess he didn't get that much of a head start after all. Okay, that I was wrong. That is not a spine shot. I must have aimed way too low. I mean, I gotta agree with. I don't even know if that would have got lungs either, if it had penetrated deeper. I gotta agree with the game on this one. I thought I aimed well, and I did not. I mean, I aimed well enough to kill it apparently, but give me my true score. Length of man, it gets crazy. I don't know if I'm ever gonna be like. So I wonder what the main beam between the burr and first tines are like, you know, or just don't care that much. Who is complaining over this way? I always count on an animal to announce its presence to me. Like it wants you to know where it is. Half the time I find an animal to kill, it's because they tried to warn me. If they were just smart enough to like chill when they detected my presence and pretend like they didn't exist, I would never know they're there. I'd be wandering off somewhere. A rabbit. Whoa, what was that? That was not a rabbit, was it? Yeah, it is a rabbit too. I could get him. Oh, the wind's blowing that way. So there's no way I'm getting that deer anyway, probably. I don't think I got that rabbit. Let's go find out. It's a small target for such a distance. I did get him. It looks like I did get him. Totally thought I missed that. And then with the recoil, the way the rifle jumps, I always feel like I missed the shot. Right in the liver. I don't know why I'm crouching. I don't think anything stuck. I don't think anything stayed around after that shot. Very old. I know there's still some deer in this area, though. Well, before the gunshot, there was. I like to think with all the gunshots I'm making that really what I'm doing is acclimating them to the sound so that after a while they no longer run from it. You know, I'm contributing to the hunt and the ease of the hunt. Ooh, what is that way over there? That's just a tree. That really stood out way over there. I thought it was like the game's biggest moose ever. Thought I had found something significant. Do I still need? Nope, I don't need the light anymore. Woohoo. Right. It is daytime. Good sunrise. I don't think I'd make a very good hunter. Starting to have so many allergy issues. I'd be out here and I'd be sniffling and wheezing, and every animal around would be like, look at this amateur. Would have been nice to see another bear, take a picture of another one, see if that completes the quest I have. Or mission, I guess it's not really a quest. What do you mean you give me a warning? Oh, about mating. Good, I was about to say, there's no way something way over there knows I'm here. Damn cheat codes. Maybe if you want to mate so bad, you should make yourself visible. What is that over there? Like an outpost or something over there. Purpose of life. To eat long enough to mate so you can reproduce and then die and life continues. That's so strange that the purpose of life is to continue life. There's like mayflies, you know, where they're only alive for what, a few minutes, a few hours at most. They don't even have mouths, they can't even eat. Their whole purpose of existence is to mate to create more, so that those more can mate to create more. That's baffling when it comes to like self-preservation. Like, what's the point of it preserving itself, you know? If it can't even eat. I mean, obviously it exists to feed probably frogs and other critters, you know, that eat them. So they're part of the food chain and they're important and all. But it almost seems like that's their sole importance that I know of, at least. I'm no mayfly expert or anything. I do know that they're around more than just May in some places. I just realized I had a follow for God Fortnite. Thank you for the follow. Even though it was 7 minutes ago and I'm being a poor host. My alerts are not working. I actually suspected they weren't working. but I wasn't sure, and I'm not sure what's wrong with them. When I run a test on them, they work just fine, but I don't see them pop up. I don't hear a sound. Well, thank you for the follow. Usually I play a variety of games, but lately I've been I've been on a hunting kick. Running through nature, talking to myself and shooting things. You know, living the American dream and all that. This is not even an outpost I knew about. Is it an outpost? Might not. Ooh. That was a poor shot. I shot way too high. It's not an outpost. There was quite a few of them here. Where's your blood splatter? I managed to get him. I almost thought I didn't get him. Was that the same one then I saw? Guess so. Look at that. I didn't even know it was there at first. Very low. Story of my life right there. Everything I hunt, very low bleed rate. You know, you all die in the end. I will get you. If I see you, I'm gonna quicken it, so I don't have to chase you for 20 minutes. Are you warning me? Don't you chase me. If you keep chasing me, I'll die on top of you. Okay. I don't know what to follow. The call or the trail. I guess the smart thing would be to follow the trail. You know, get stuck on a tree or two. Always seem bright to me. Right. I'm telling you though, in real life, I don't know if I could hunt with soft bullets. I would definitely want... What is going on there? Is that mine? I would definitely want it to be a quicker kill. I should have probably taken a shot at that deer. I don't think that was my deer either. But I'm not so sure. I want to have to backtrack and follow more than one trail. You know, the point in the game is to hunt and kill as many as you can, and here I am being picky and being lazy. I don't feel like following another one, so I think I won't shoot it. There he is right there. Yeah, that other deer we saw a moment ago that was stuck on something was not this fella. %, flesh wound. That should not have been a flesh wound. Oh, look how close I got to the spine. The spine is what I was aiming for. So close. I need to get better at that. where that other deer went. Now he can probably smell me, but just not intimidating. A warning thump from a bunny is just not intimidating at all. I know they try so hard, but I literally think they're not scaring anything on the planet. Maybe like an insect or something. Oh, it's for fun. No, for funsies. Let's be a bad hunter. I'm gonna just go into a, I know my rifle score can't be high enough, but maybe go into this outpost. No, not a waypoint. See if I have, what my rifle score's at. See if I can pick up better bullets. I'd be doing so much better when I get ready to soft points. Oh, look at that. So close. I don't even... So I need 1066. In 17 or so. Okay. How do I even see my rifle score from here? Probably under codex. 73% accuracy. That's not too bad. Scared a lot of animals from hearing. That's because when I'm not actually, play stats. I don't know why it says 0 for everything. When I'm not actually actively trying to hunt, I do spend a decent amount of time running to a destination. Like in the beginning of the game, I was trying to unlock outpost stuff. I wasn't really worried about hunting at the time. That's why those stats reflect that way. Scared a lot with noise. And because I probably do just move a little bit too quickly. This is gorgeous. This is very gorgeous. This... Right there is the background, if I ever saw one. Look at that. Even up close. That looks good. They should give me 20 skill points in trade for that photo right there. Well, I think I'm gonna end it here. I've only been on for an hour and a half or so, but it's very late. But luckily, I'm getting better with my sickness. I barely had to cough and stuff today while on stream. So tomorrow I'll be playing a little bit of this. I'll be playing a little bit of Vesperia. Soon I'll be playing maybe some more Terraria and maybe getting into Bloodstained in the future. There's a lot of plans, a lot of gaming. So yeah, everybody who stopped in and watched for a few minutes and so on, thanks for stopping by and watching me kill things. Have a good night.